Hi there, my name is Sebastian. I'm co founder and CRO of Midbound. Let's start with the problem. About 10 years ago, ABM felt like the most revolutionary thing. Knowing exactly which company visited your website seemed like magic. In today's go to market arena, company level data won't cut it, and that's why we built Midbound. We help sales and marketing teams identify the 97% of website visitors that did not fill out a form. Your website is your most valuable digital asset, and most companies do not take advantage of it. As you can see right now, I'm in the account of one of our clients. They sell CLM for lawyers, counselors, paralegal, etc. As you can see, we provide metrics on total number of visitors de-anonymized, number of companies, data points aggregated, and your ICP match, which we call audience within our platform. A couple of other things I want to mention is that 100% of our visitors come with a LinkedIn profile attached to it, since that provides a higher confidence score, especially within B2B, in comparison to other providers like RB2B and Vector, where LinkedIn is not guaranteed. We focus on outreach ready, not just intel. Now, let's move into people table. As you can see, we provide names, titles, contact details of those visitors from the US that we were able to identify. Our catch rate is unmatched compared to other companies. You can filter by several different criteria such as date, industries, company types, employee count, company revenue, etc. You can also apply your audience if you want to laser focus on those individuals matching your ICP. And we as well offer UTM parameters that you can apply within the table. Now, if you want to sift the list and try to find some buyer intent, you can do several things. First and foremost, you can apply page view count to actually sift for those that came and saw at least one page. You can also apply timestamps so they spend at least 30 seconds. And if you want to go further, you can actually apply any pages that they visited, like pricing, for instance, which is typically a higher buyer intent page. And that way, I can actually laser focus on those individuals that made be more relevant to me. So a couple of things. Contact information, of course, business email, personal email, and phone numbers. We also offer session metrics, which essentially gives you a much better understanding of what the person was doing within the website. So what's the time that they spent, how many times they came to the website, and how many pages they saw. We also have entry and exit page URL, which is part of our proprietary identity graph. Every behavior, every page, and every click, it's tied back to a single profile, compounding in value over time. Now, every single person, like I said, comes with a LinkedIn profile and also a details page. I actually have a details page of a visitor actually open, and I want to show you a couple of things. It shows, of course, the information of the person, so both professional and personal email. As you can see, they're both validated. We also have a quick summary that we bring up with AI about the person's career. And now, what's very, very important here is the behaviors. So we know that this person arrived directly from their website. We know that the person spent 6 minutes and 43 seconds, 3 pages, and 2 sessions. The person came from a desktop. As you can see, there's 2 sessions. On the second session, I can see more detailed things like scroll depth, page views, and even clicks when the person clicked in specific pages. So that's what we offer from a behavioral perspective. We also have some demographics more on the B2C side of things. Now let's move to company table. Company table, it's the same concept, but those companies running ABM motions, this is super impactful. Same concept as people table, but what's really cool, it's people count. I'm able to see companies that are attracting multiple stakeholders. So I want to go ahead and open AT&T, which I already have it open. So as you can see, we can first and foremost see the behaviors or the activity of the past 7 days. I can see that Keith Lewis was visiting 6 days ago from a mobile. And what's really cool is that I can see all of the individuals from AT&T that visited together with their titles and contact information. This is super important for you to be able to identify early evaluations, as I mentioned. Now, let's move and go ahead into audiences. Audiences, not every visitor is equal. So you want to put visitors into different buckets for different criteria and different use cases. So for instance, this company created criteria using titles, keywords, industries, and other. Here you're going to see all of those individuals matching that criteria. And over here, you can see that they created a workflow pushing to clay.com, which essentially they are further enriching or doing personalization of that outreach afterwards. Let's go ahead and create a new audience. So I will probably make a test We have some demographic criteria, first and foremost. So you can do several things. You can choose to write every single title like VP Sales and Director, or you can use our AI to find also similar titles. For instance, you can say sales leadership, and we will bring any person within sales in a managerial role, such as head or VP. You can also use keywords. So let's say that I work at a company like Salesforce. Salesforce sells CRM, and CRM, it's not really a title. However, the person that I'm targeting, my ICP, that typically handles CRM, could easily have that word within their profile. So that person will be put into the same bucket. Now, if you also work regional within America, you can also create buckets like New York or SF or San Francisco. Let's move down below to firmographic criteria. So whether you want to choose a specific segment like SMB, or you want to create your custom segment, we support that. And now industries, of course, I want to say software development, for instance, and I can select as many industries as I want. And now what's really, really cool here is we have behavioral criteria as well. So you can actually select high intent pages like pricing and other, and you can as well select any UTM codes like the Bing campaign that they're running. This is one of our key differentiators with other products, and actually our customers are loving it. We also have minimum sessions and minimum pages if you want to actually go even more detail. Now let's move to the next thing, which is campaigns. As I mentioned earlier, we automatically track all of your UTM links. So we're able to show which campaigns attract the most amount of visitors, which is the share. But what's more important is we're able to tell you which campaign is attracting ICP buyers, which is what we call the QTR, which is qualified traffic rate. So as you can see, this campaign, for instance, even though it's attracting significantly bigger share, this one below for the retargeting search, the QTR is significantly higher. So actually, let's go within the campaign itself and see what's under the hood. So we see that 165 people matching my ICP criteria visited. That's a 14% ICP match. I can see the drop down of all of the pages together with the audience match per page as well. And what's really cool is I can see all of the people as well that came directly from this campaign. If I clicked view all, it will bring me back into the people table, but it's going to be automatically selected. So this is super, super valuable as a marketer, because from here I can actually apply my ICP or any other filters and actually understand which campaigns are attracting ICP buyers. That way you can double down on those and of course cut all the other budget lines that may not be bringing ICP people. Let's move on. Page analytics. Page analytics, we essentially give you the performance of all of your pages. And what's really cool is we connect everything back to the ICP match, which is the QTR. So I'm able to see that 27,000 people roughly visited these pages and how many of those are qualified, which is a 5% ICP match. I'm able to see all of the performance of all of my pages, and I can either sift them by number of visitors, by the QTR, so that way I can see which pages are attracting relevant people. And we also know the exit rate and average time duration. Now, we also offer top industries. If you're very much focused on a niche, this will allow you to better understand what other verticals or industries you could potentially expand. And you can, of course, filter that as well by companies, people, and QTR. We have top exit pages to understand where people are bouncing the most. We have top acquisition channels. That way you can double down on those channels that are performing better than others. And we have top companies visiting pages as well. And you can filter by how many visitors each company has. Now, let's move to the last thing, which is going to be workflows. I can go ahead and, of course, create a workflow. It's pretty self-explanatory. You want to push these different workflows into different systems for different use cases, whether you're pushing to your SDR for speed to lead through a Slack channel, or you're pushing to your marketing team to do nurture campaigns or retargeting, we got you covered. So I will probably write a name like SDR, and then I can select an audience, whether I want to push all my visitors or any specific pre-created audience. And then I'm going to go ahead and create a connection. We currently have available native integrations to Slack, Google Sheets, HubSpot, and Webhook. So if you want to use Zapier, N8N, or other software, you can actually push that data into other systems. We also recently released an API. So whether you want to white label our solution within your product or use our enrichment endpoints, we also got you covered. Regarding implementation, All you need to do is to install a lightweight script within your head of the website. It takes about 20 seconds. We also have unlimited seats per account. And our business model, it's all based on successful identifications at the person level. So you only pay for what you get. We offer an unlimited 14-day free trial, so you can actually test it without committing. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us. See you next time.